Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. This episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. That's where you can keep up with me, my whereabouts, my well-being, and everything in between. Now I'm going to begin. It was that time again. It was definitely that time again. It was time for me to get that fuel. It was time for me to get that petrol. It was time for me to do what it do, baby boo. And every time I do this, noobs, see, changed up the things, but I got to include you. Changed up some things, but I have to include you. Every time I do this, it's like some sort of adventure. There's like some sort of adventure that's about to take place, that's about to go down. And it's all started long ago when I made that promise to myself. And that promise to myself was, I'm never going to run out of petrol again. I'm never going to run out of fuel again, because that walk of shame is something I don't want to do ever again. That walk of shame is something that I don't want to wish upon. And I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy if it came to that. I just say, don't do what I do. You're welcome. Don't do what I do. You are welcome. It was that time again. And I usually go with my gut feeling and intuition too. I ride out with my gut feeling and intuition because I've been keeping it 100 with them, and it's been keeping it 100 with myself, and nothing has failed as of yet. It's when I start thinking things through. It's when I start logically putting together pieces, the puzzles of three-dimensional chess and checkers and all that stuff, is when the confusion come about. Therefore, I just let everything happen. Internally, and let the gut feel and anticipation game and all the other unique skill sets that I have take over and make the decision for me. And so far, so good. It's only when I slip, I regress, or I forget, or I misremember, or I just don't recall and do it a different way. Meaning, I think it through. I definitely went with intuition and gut feeling on this one. I definitely was not in the mood because I'm in energy conserving mode. Go back, review the historical documents if you know not what I speak of. Regs, you get it. Regs, you understand. You know what energy conserving mode is, and it's definitely not a misspeak. I'll give you the Cliff Notes real quick, or I'll give you the Vince Notes real quick, noobs. It's basically when I'm tired, drained a little, but still able to function and still able to have some wherewithal. Yeah, that. I was in energy conserving mode. I wasn't really in the mood to get the petrol, get the fuel, none of that. But also, I got caught in a rut. And it's not the kind of rut you think. It's just that I started going to the same place over and over to get this petrol, to get this fuel, to make sure I keep the promise to myself. Make sure I keep the promise to myself. So I got caught in the rut where I was just going to the same place over and over. And I don't really like to do that, but this time was different. It's been over 2 years since I went to this one spot. I used to go to this one spot a lot. And the last time I went there, it was this individual that worked there. For whatever reason, they assume that we were best of friends. So I just played along. With it because I'm not a dream crusher. I am not a dream crusher. I don't crush dreams for fun. If anything, I make sure that your dream can stay alive for as long as possible until it start infringing on my well-being, or until it start infringing or inserting itself within my life in a negative way, or it's just something that I would like to avoid at all costs. You pick, you choose. I'm just the narrator. This is your journey. I am just the narrator. I wasn't going to tell this person that we wasn't best of friends. It wasn't as if they said, hey, we're best of friends. No. It's when you get to talking. It's when you come in contact or in the presence with someone, and the way, the energy that they're putting out, the things that they're saying, the body language and the familiarity of the whole situation is like, whoa, okay. I don't know you like that, but this is definitely something that I would do. And this is definitely something that I have done with people that I know on a deeper level, with people that I know on a familiar level, with people that I know that's within the circle, not the circle of trust, but just the circle. It's not too many people within the circle of trust. That's why I'm not going to throw the circle of trust out there. I'm not going to throw that out there. Oh, nilly-willy. And nilly-willy is just a word that I wanted to say. I do not know what it means. So if it means something bad, I'm sorry. If it means something good, I'm sorry. If it means something that I shouldn't be saying, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say it because it sounds a little bit different. And I'm going for different right now. Within the circle, but not the circle of trust. And that whole being familiar with a stranger, or just being so comfy or comfortable with a stranger, it didn't make me feel some kind of way as negative or anything to that. It just got me to thinking and observing the situation a little bit more. It got me observing the situation deeper than I would have liked to. And I paid attention to every word, to every motion, and to everything. My awareness game it leveled up. My awareness game leveled up. It went to about 1 or 2 thou. And I believe you max out at 100. So you do the math. I was okay with that. Because it wasn't like the person was making me feel uncomfortable. It wasn't like the person was making me feel a little scary. They worked there. I saw the name. I knew the name. It was fine. It was cool. If me genuinely now, because genuinely is the key word, because I'd suggest you don't fake it. You don't fake the funk. You don't fake it. You don't pretend unless you pretend. Now, if you want to pretend, you go right ahead, but I'm got my hands in the air, fingers pointed to the sky. That's not me. I'm not going to pretend. I'm going to be genuine on that level. So I genuinely went along with it and just played off the situation and just accepted it and took it and became a part of whatever was going on, whatever was happening. I just immersed myself into it and was like, okay, let's do this. I'm good. I'm ready to go. Let's see what happens next. And it was a pretty interesting conversation, a pretty interesting time. And that's why I said, so many years and throughout the years, on here and different, outlets and different programs and stuff, that I need to go back one day and check on, my friend. That day was this time. I hopped in the G-Rod, and the only way that I was going to keep the promise to myself, not running out of petrol, not running out of fuel, getting that gasoline and all the other words that mean that, l'essence, I believe, was to go to the one place where I haven't been in about 2 or so years to get that petrol, to get that fuel. I went, and yes, person wasn't there. I definitely felt a little bit disappointed. I felt a little bit disappointed because after so long, after so many years, after that, it wasn't necessarily a moment. It was moments with an S, like Superman, just not on the chest though. So many moments that happened during those times that I was there, and those times that I saw this person and we talked and we conversated and we did all that. So I kind of felt a little bit off, a little bit down, and not down in the sense where I'm sad, but just down in the sense of I'm not gonna be able to replenish my energy. I'm not gonna be able to have some fun that I knew that I would have possibly been able to have if this person was there, because the last time and then all the other different encounters, it was fun. It was energetic. It was genuine. It was natural. It was just definitely something that you can gravitate towards like a magnet. Magnetic. Without the science behind it. How about that? Because I know some people just don't do the science. So I'm going to make this for everybody. Magnetic without the science. There you go. You pick, you choose your adventure. I'm still the narrator. And I was already in energy conserving mode. So I was already a little bit drained. I was already a little bit trying to get by anyway. And I was almost ecstatic when I was rolling up to the spot, rolling up to the place. It's like, yeah, it's about to be on. It's about to go down. It's about to be something unique. And it's definitely about to be something different. But that didn't take place. That didn't happen. I did what I had to do. There was a few people there. Not nothing abnormal, nothing out of the normal. And it was like, okay, I kept a promise to myself, but I really didn't get what I wanted to get accomplished, even if it was secretly, even if it was my intuition, even if it was my unconscious mind, even if it was something that was just there, that I didn't start thinking about, or I didn't start processing this information. I didn't start wondering the what if, or the questions, or the whys, until the situation didn't happen. The situation didn't occur. The meeting didn't take place. The energy wasn't shared. The energy wasn't transferred. The conversation wasn't had. And I was like, oh, okay. And that's why I was down. That's why it was down. Definitely disappointing. But am I going to go out of my way again to try to make the situation happen? Am I going to go out of my way again to try to recreate the magic? Am I going to go out of my way again to see if something is still there, if something's left in the tank, if something's going to go down? No. But if it happens, it happens. And that's something that intuition and gut feeling would just have to make it possible. And the universe in general is gonna have to, the universe in general is gonna have to put the date in. Other than that, me actually setting something up, me actually trying to make it happen, nah, I got too many other things I got too many other issues, and I got to keep the promise. I got to keep the promise. That is the end all be all. The promise to myself. I can't be a liar. Truth teller forever. For life.